All right, we're here with Coach Kelly Wells after University of Pikeville's loss at Tennessee. Coaches, 2 huge SEC games in 2 days. How'd you prepare for it, and what did you think after it?
Well, it kind of felt like Mississippi Valley State, on their tour of fundraising, and in some ways it was good in that. But the preparation for back-to-back SEC games is a really difficult thing for our program to do. But there's no question we got better from this trip, and hopefully the teams we play, Kentucky and Tennessee, improve as well. But we pointed out a lot of mistakes we made, but things we can correct. So we're excited about where we are, but obviously we're not going to celebrate losing games.
Kentucky last night, Tennessee, can you compare them?
Well, the length of Kentucky and the athleticism of them is really no comparison. I don't think we've played anybody ever that I've felt as confident saying they're the most talented team we've ever seen or played against. And that's certainly no disrespect to any other teams we've ever played, but they're as good as anybody. And you just can't get shots against them. And we ran into that some tonight, not at the level that we did at Kentucky, but certainly their length is something that's going to disturb everybody. They've got 11 NBA players, and it's hard to compare those two. It's like apples and oranges in some ways. And Donnie will get them there, but certainly in his first year, his talent's not the same as what Kentucky has.
KK Simmons had 28 last night, 30 tonight. Can you just talk a little bit about him shooting the ball?
Well, he's an unbelievable shooter, and actually when he shoots it, I think personally that we're calling our defense out. I mean, even when he misses, they look like they're going in, and he's just got one of those pure strokes. And obviously sometimes he's probably unselfish to a fault. We need him to shoot a little bit more, but he's got such a burden now with our posts being out that he's got to carry the load for us. And I think towards the end of the games it kind of wears him out, especially against this kind of competition.
I've heard good things about your big man that you're hoping to get eligible soon. Could you talk a little bit about him?
Well, James Steele and Curtis Moore both having both of those guys. Curtis Moore reminds you more of one of the Tennessee post players, where James reminds you more of the Kentucky type players. And he's a no-brainer All-American at our level when we get him off his injury and get him eligible. And the same thing with Curtis. He just gives us a post presence that we don't have right now. And that kind of changes our dynamic, and I think that's some of the reason we have some slumps in our games right now is because we're playing 5 guards and we just get beat up on the glass.
Playing on the SEC Network last night, it might have been the ESPN3 tonight maybe. How's that help recruiting, and how much does that help you, Pike, as a school?
We can't pay the amount of dollars we've had for the media requests and being mentioned on national TV that the game with UK's coming, and ESPN and SEC Network carrying those things. Everybody gets a chance to see our program. Now, obviously, the second half in Kentucky, I really didn't want anybody to kind of see us, but we had some good moments there. We had a lot of good moments today, but it gives our name out there and it gives us some good PR. Not just for us. We believe that a high tide lifts all boats, and certainly our whole campus was raised up because we were talked about.
All right, we appreciate it, Coach Wells, and I guess talk a little bit about what you got coming up, and then with Western.
Yeah, well, we leave here, and we drive home, we get a day off, and then we get ready for our BB&T Classic on the 7th and 8th, and then on the 10th we turn around and fire it up against Ray Harper and the Hilltoppers, who are one of the best teams in their league as well. So we've got our work cut out for us, but I think all those games, they don't cost us losses anywhere, but it will certainly make us a better team for playing those guys.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.